Hi everyone, it's CJ, and today I'm going to show you the way that I make a button fairy. Now I've heard these called angels. I've also seen them where at Halloween people will put different ghoulish figures on them. Sometimes people will put animal heads on these, but they're just a lot of fun to make. This is only one way of making them. I'm sure that someone else has made them at one time or another, but I'm just going to show you the way that I make it. What I want to start with is first getting the picture. This can be either, I'll give you some examples. You can go through the computer and find different images. Maybe a paper doll, magazines, or if you like you can go ahead and draw the image yourself. It can either have the wings or not have wings, and you can add those yourself, either drawing them or I have a container like this. These are butterflies, and there's different types in here. I believe that these were purchased, I don't know, one of the craft stores, and it was in the floral department is where they had a lot of those. Okay, and then this is just like lace ones, and this type of thing could be substituted for wings. Okay, now I'm just going to do a real simple one here for you because there's so much that you can do with this. First thing is to get your picture, cut it out, and then get a type of, let's say cardstock. It needs to be a little bit heavy, not super heavy. And I want to take and just glue this right to there, just like that. And we'll go ahead and do that, just like so. And you can always trim it up a little bit more once you get a little further. Okay, there's my first piece on the back. And then I've got a second piece that we're going to sandwich together here in just a few minutes. I'll set that aside. Next, what you want to do is look for some wire that's very, very lightweight. And you'll need, let's say approximately a foot of it. And then the wire I have was also from the floral department. So if you can see that, it says 26 gauge. Super lightweight. You can tell, you can just wrap it around your finger real super easy, and it's super easy to also cut if you have an old pair of scissors. Here's some examples of the buttons, the way I've put some together. I've made a bunch of these over the years, and as you can see they start with a large one coming down to the smaller. And something like this. This would be kind of cute as maybe like a wedding theme. Here's another one. Here's one that's kind of patriotic. Here's some pinks. And that might go a little bit for Christmas. And another red one. And so you can put the different types of buttons on there too. This has got the shank that looks like this, and then this has one of the shaped type buttons on there. Okay, go through your buttons and you want to put together a group, and you want to have, I'd say probably 5 or 6 anyway, and you want to see if you can get them arranged into a group in which is going like large to small or small to large. Either way, I think that might be a better way right there, like that. Okay, and then what I do is I take my wire that I've cut, and like I said, this is roughly about a foot, maybe 14 inches, and I've just folded it. See right here, like that. I'm going to take that first button, and even though it's got 4 holes, I'm only going to go through 2 holes, just like that. And I'm going to take, and I want that to be on the back side, so sorry, I need to turn that over. Okay, this should come through this, so the wire comes through to the back side, and then I'm going to pull it up like this, and I'm just going to give it a twist, just like that. Alright, Next button, same way. Put it on there like this. Bring it down. And what you need to do is basically just find an area on there that feels comfortable to you. Like, you may not want to be up here. You may want to bring it down a little farther. About like so. Okay. Just about like so. And then I'm going to take these two wires and I'm going to go either back through one hole, it only has two holes in the button, or just go through the other side like this. Just like this. And then you give it a twist. Okay, and then you'll keep doing that until you've used up all of your buttons. Now, for example, like on this one, this is where we started on the back. We're looking at the back side. We went through two buttons, and then we come up here, we give it a little twist, and you just keep doing that all the way up. And when you get to the top, any kind of excess, you can just roll up like this. And I'll show you what you do with that here in just a moment. Okay. Now, let's say, let's go ahead and use this one since I have that one set out. Excuse me. We went ahead and glued our first piece of cardstock to the back of our picture. And then we have a second piece that we're going to sandwich together. And the easiest thing to do with that is I'll take and unwind that just a little bit and cut that off so that there isn't a whole lot of excess, but I want to leave some on there. I'm going to take this piece, and that is the part that's going to be sandwiched between the two like that. In looking at this, I want to decide what I want to have as embellishments either on her or around her. So I've got a few things here. But you could have a variety of things. You could have bows and ribbons and doilies and all kinds of bling, lace and buttons. And this is what I have here. So now I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little doily right there as part of the base and put her over the top of it like this. Then I want to add something like this on there. Let's see, I've got one that's already cut, like this. And then possibly a piece like that. Okay? Now, since that's just about the way I want it, I'll go ahead and glue that together. So let me set that down. I'm going to put that right about like so. That's going to go right there. So I'm going to put my glue on the back of this. And whoops, put a little glue there. Move that up a little bit. My other piece, I'm going to go ahead and put it right down on top. And if you want to have a loop to hang that by, now is the time to add it. So you can either extend this wire up so it's a loop, or you can just add a piece of ribbon, and that will also allow you to hang it. But for the sake of putting this together right now, I'm going to go ahead and put this on here like so, because my time runs out just so quickly. And I'll hold it down for a moment. Okay, now we've got her like this. Got the doily sandwich between there. Now I'm going to take this piece and put it right about there. And a little more glue, put that right there. About like so. Okay. And as you're working on this, you can be a lot more careful than I am right at the moment because time runs out so quickly for me. Now at this point, I could take some of this glitter glue, like this. I could add it to my wings. I could put a bow in her hair or a bow on one of the buttons. And that is your button fairy, or your fairy button, however you want to call it. Super easy, lots of fun. And I hope that you will enjoy making these. So we'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye now.